Happy Halloween! I don't know why I just did that. I guess I'm just possessed by the Halloween spirit. And I wanted to share with you guys a few really cool demos that you can do at home with your family with just minimal safety guidelines so that you can make this the most fun COVID Halloween that you can possibly make it. So all of these demos involve everyone's favorite Halloween trick, dry ice. And let's get the science out of the way. Why the heck is dry ice so cool? You guys take chemistry, right? And you probably know about these phase diagrams that have pressure and temperature on them, right? So dry ice is really just frozen carbon dioxide. And the pressure, temperature, phase diagram for carbon dioxide looks something like this. This is the solid state, this is the liquid state, and this is the gas state, right? But it just so happens that 1 atmosphere, in other words, the pressure in this room, is about right here for dry ice, right? Which means it does this cool thing where instead of having to go from solid to liquid to gas, like water, ice, and steam, this will actually jump straight from the solid state to the gas state, and that's what you're seeing here. You have these solid pieces of carbon dioxide that are then sublimating. The word is sublimate when you jump from solid to gas, and it creates this cool illusion where, well, it's not even illusion, it's real life. There's like gases in here that are rising to the surface, and then you have this gaseous carbon dioxide kind of floating at the top. Make sure when you do these experiments that nobody breathes in that because it doesn't feel good at all. Okay, so where do I start? Well, I got to start by putting on my Halloween costume over here. Okay, so all right, Halloween costume's on. All right, my first experiment is called the magic worm, okay? And it involves these 2 graduated cylinders right here. I hope you guys can sort of see them. And then we also need to procure some dry ice, obviously. I got this at the Smart & Final right down the street. I think they're running a little bit low because it is Halloween. You also want to use gloves. These actually are not ideal. This is all we had in the stock room right now. So I'm using these. You really want to use gloves that are a little bit thicker, or handle the ice with tongs. That's much better. You're going to need a mallet or a hammer to break it up, to make it into small pieces. Probably the most satisfying part about the whole process, especially in COVID times, you just want to smack things, right? And that's what I'm doing here, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put some dry ice then in these guys, and you get this like little creepy, bubbly mess over here, right? And you also want to add the dramatic effect a little bit, make it a little bit more dramatic if you can. I like to do that with a little bit of food coloring. So if you put a few drops of food coloring in there, now it's not just boring, liquid watercolor. Now you have this like, what is this mysterious blue liquid, right? And what is this mysterious red liquid that we have here? Probably blood. Okay, Scott, you got to stop that. All right, so here's the thing. I have these 2 things bubbling right here, okay? And I forgot to bring the other thing that I need in order to make this experiment work. So I'm going to leave you for literally 10 seconds while you just enjoy this bubbling, and I run off and go get the next ingredient that I need. I'll see you in a second. Hi everyone, I'm back. Okay, put my mic back on over here. All right, the next ingredient is really simple. I'm gonna put a little bit more dry ice in here. A little bit more dry ice. Here we go. Okay, next ingredient is very simple. It's dish soap, okay? Go ahead, make a prediction. What do you think is gonna happen? I bet you can guess. I'm putting some dish soap in there. We got dish soap mixing with this, and now you have this crazy, evil, worm of soap, but it doesn't have to be soap. It could be something more crazy, more dark. And it just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going. And the crazy thing is, it really goes for a while. It's kind of crazy. And if you like hit some of the bubbles, you can see the gas pop out of them. Little kids love this. Big kids love this. I'm a big kid and I love this. It's really cool. It is making an absolute mess around my workstation right now. But this is the magic worm dry ice experiment. And yeah, not more I want to add to that. I'll see you in the next video for my crystal ball dry ice experiment. See you there.